I know Al Manzano told me not to moisturize, but after a shower, my skin is always so dry. It takes a little bit of a while for the oils to come up. What's happening, everybody? Really quick impromptu stream. I am not going to stick around very long today. We had Al Manzano yesterday, and man, that guy can talk, right? I think a better name for Al, better than Castorium Al. And somebody said this today, and I laughed, but no shots at Al because I do love him, but blow dryer Al. Because nobody can, he just kind of speaks over everybody. I love you, Al, wherever you are. What's up, everybody? He's done it again. You know, I went so long without streaming. You got to forgive me, Rich, but you're welcome to come on. Group therapy session. We can call it whatever you want. Milos, what's happening? Justin, Bonzo, Rizzard, how you doing? Good to see you. Paige. Serapio, get that cholesterol checked. Not a good thing, man. Get that checked. Or you can just come running with me. What's happening? Duncan, good to see you, man. Omar, when are your fragrances coming out in the USA? Soon. Give me like 3 weeks. 3 weeks, that's all I ask for. Hopefully before September. Al is hilarious. I could listen to him for hours, and that's why I give him the space that he gets. He's entertaining, and I like that. He's very personable. I need more guests like Al. Al is great. Do you guys enjoy Al as much as I do? I hope so. I'm hoping my Wi-Fi will behave a lot better than yesterday. I'm not sure what the hell happened. Actually, I do. I went out. We have 2 routers in the house, and I went outside, and I saw that the router that I use here was hidden, tucked away behind the couch, behind the sofa, and the antennas were pushed down. So I think that might have been the problem. And as I had pulled it out and kind of adjusted the antennas, it seemed to help. So lick the stream, guys. Lick the stream. Don't be shy. Licks are free. Lick the stream. What's everybody wearing? Al was epic last night. Yeah. Shout outs to Al. Scent of the day. Drawn by Sense. Good to see you. Reformulations are destroying Pinot. Yeah, I think it's destroyed Pinot a long time ago. Have you smelled Pinot? Got the COVID again. Shit, man. Awful. All belongs in the GTA. 3 weeks and counting. Yeah, I'm hoping 3 weeks. So they're on a boat. And, actually, we got listed on Fragrantica today. So that's exciting. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. We're listed on Fragrantica. I'm not sure if anybody's seen, but let me post it in the chat. If anyone does seem to care, La Douleur Exquise is now on Fragrantica. And we've already got the first review is the best. I love the first review. Go check out the first review. I love it. 3 weeks and counting. What did you do to Denby? I'm not sure, but good question. Spy and Mash. What is your avatar? I'm not sure what happened to Denby, but Denby, wherever you are, we hope you're well and we miss you. Come back. I always liked Denby's commentary. He always had something kind of like witty to say or add to the chat. Am I glowing? I think I put on a little bit too much Chanel oil, but I'd rather that than be dry. Good day to you, Michael Harness. Back-to-back streams. Yeah, I won't be long. I saw that Joe Anthony was scheduled, and I don't want to kind of like step into his territory, even though everybody should be free to stream when they want. But I want I want to respect them. I want to respect them that space, and I've got things to do. And I didn't want to be on for 3 hours yesterday, but just Al just keeps going and going. It's like a windpipe. He's got like no off button, right? And you can just kind of lay back and let him do all the work. It's hilarious. Do you know if Iris Ganache has been, or will it be? I don't think so, man. I think it is exclusive in the Paris boutique, and that is you need to buy like it. You need to purchase it as an 125 or 250B bottle, but I don't think it'll ever be back in the regular lineup. Senator Day Patchouli Intense by Nikolai. That's a very mentholated patchouli from what I remember. Will you buy the new Tom Ford Noir Extreme? I'm not sure. I'll have to smell it first. But I would like I would like kind of some summery scents. And what is it? It's not Neroli Portofino. It's the last one they released. It's not an aqua either. Is it an aqua? It's like their summery parfum version. I know Larry from Maximum loves it. He loves it. There he is. Joe, I won't be on very long. Don't worry, man. Continue. Like, I don't want to step into your territory, but I just wanted to come on really quickly and say, hey. So no worries. Don't worry about us. Did you pick up any Noxzema? No, but I'm going to. I definitely will. Bowling Green. Chanel Boy. Honestly, amazing. Just got Boy and Bella Despito. Both great. Yes! Yay! I'm so glad that you love it. It's a hit and miss with a lot of people. Some people say Boy doesn't feel like... Actually, I hear this quite often. Like every new release, it doesn't feel like a Chanel. Somebody was saying the other day, Le Lion doesn't feel like a Chanel. Boy doesn't feel like a Chanel. They completely feel like Chanel to me. Completely. Especially Boy. Boy more so than Le Lion. Boy is it's unapologetically Chanel. It reminds me of Five. It reminds me of Bois de Zil. It slightly reminds me of 22 with that dry down, especially in the dry down with the sandalwood, the vanilla, the waxy pastels. It's more Chanel than a lot of other perfumes are. Boy is Chanel. Celebrate by streaming from the shower. Yeah, maybe next. Maybe soon. You know what? I know he doesn't want me to say. I know he doesn't want me to say, because he's that kind of guy. But I need to thank, several people. And this is one, Galen. He's done so much and he's helped me out so much. And he has, man, I just got to thank him. I need to thank you, Galen, because you've really helped me and you've done so much for Les Ups today. And Galen is really the, like I call him the in-house photographer for Les Ups today, because all the photos you see in the images, like 99% of them have been done by him. So I appreciate you, my friend, like more than you know, more than I can say, because the more I say it, the more, Galen just kind of pushes me away, right? But now that he's not here and I don't have him to speak back to me, I can tell him how much I appreciate him, and there's nothing he can do unless he comes on stream and tells me to fuck off, which I don't think he's going to. But I love you, Galen. Thank you so much. I do appreciate all that you've done. Galen is great. Galen is great. Everybody say hello to Galen. Al reminds me of my older brothers with their brute and their gray flannel out dancing. Al sent me some messages this morning. Even his wife had messaged me last night saying, hey, thanks for entertaining my husband last night. I was like, that's awesome. I'm so glad that she's okay. He comes on here. Galen is joining this. Is Galen coming on? Come on quickly, Galen. Yeah, who voted that La Douleur Exquise smells like SpongeBob? I saw somebody had written something about the logo reminding them of the Louis Vuitton. It's like a ripoff of the Louis Vuitton logo. And the comment got deleted. I didn't report or anything, but either it got deleted or the guy had blocked me. I can't tell, but it's no longer there. If anyone trolls on Fragrantica, can you downvote something enough? I don't know. I don't know. Possibly. I don't know. I haven't voted on the fragrance. I haven't pressed anything. I haven't even, let me see. I don't even think I've put it in my wardrobe yet. But there's 8 votes. 8 votes. Perfume rating 4.75. Let's see if there's any comments. But yeah, check out the first review. First review is great. I love the first review. Costa Zora, that's right. Costa Zora. I wonder if that's a good summer freshie. Is the Douleur Exquise supposed to represent the life of a rose? Oh, is that Joe's schedule? Is that I saw something really quickly. Is that not Joe? Damn. Hang on, give me a second here. Is that scheduled for Saturday? Are you joking, right? It is a schedule for tomorrow. No? All right. Joe, why do you do that? Why do you do that to me? You gave me a fucking heart attack. All right, so it is. Joe says Saturday and tomorrow. I guess Joe's claiming his space, which is good for you, Joe. Good for you. Where's Galen? Has he disappeared now that I've said something nice? Galen's disappeared. Hey, Anna, what's up? How are you? See? I told you. You can't take a compliment, eh? You just can't. Everybody say something nice about Galen and watch him fucking squirm, okay? He's just gonna like try and run away. Oh, here we go. Aw. I just want to be loved. He gave his wife a break. Does somebody want to come on? I want Galen to come on. I'm really reading really bad things about Mileg. I think he is running out of naturals and diluting his original formulas. Oof. Ooh, allegedly. We'll call that allegedly. What's up, Sean? What's everybody wearing? I saw Bobby's video, Bobby's like kind of first impressions of La Douleur Exquise. Excuse me while I caffeinate. I'm on 800 milligrams of ibuprofen today. I got a migraine. They run a diesel forklift in shop. And I've been getting migraines for 20 years. I'm working at this place since 2004. I've been getting migraines for 20 fucking years. And the last year, I was just like, I can't take it anymore. So I started taking like Advil heavily because the migraines are unbearable. And Rich is telling me today, no, like it's so bad for you, and that's probably why my stomach is turning because I fast all day and I've got all this medication in my gut. Where are we here? I can't wait to try Chanel Boy and 31 Rue Cambon for the first time. Need to get, yeah, they both are great. Both are great. 31 Rue Cambon is brilliant as well. It's probably more serious than Boy. I find it. It probably has more to say. Actually, Boy is not. It's not meek by any standards. I know Galen hates it. Galen revoked his Whack Pack card in favor of disliking Boy. You awful man. Awful, awful person. Galen says, thank you for the invite. I'm actually out of town with the family. Oh, man. Okay. Well, enjoy the family. Hope you guys are having fun. Floral says, I tried Le Leon finally. I think I agree with. Oof. No way. Even if you pick one, what would it be? 31 Rue Cambon or 1932? 31 Rue Cambon. That, like, not even a debate for me. I just find it way too it's much more sophisticated. I think 1932 is one of the weakest Les Exclusives for me. I still enjoy it, but I don't find it as entertaining or serious as the other ones. I'm drowning in geranium pour monsieur. I love geranium pour monsieur. I like mint. Thinking about picking up a bottle of Roadster. Like Rich has put it in my head that I need a bottle of Cartier Roadster. Now that it's been discontinued, and I found a couple of bottles, like tester bottles with caps, and for a good price. So I think I should pick them up before they're really gone. Hermes Equipage. Who has better hair, Galen or Al Manzano? Good question. Galen's got some great fucking locks. I think he is, the curly fragrance. Eugene seems to be in such a good place lately that I thought he stopped going to work permanently. Almost. I get texted every morning like, "Where are you? Are you coming to work? Like, when will you be here?" I'm like, "Oh God, just like leave me alone." It's bad for the liver. Yeah, that's what Rich says. It's bad for the liver too. So I like Le Leon because it is a strong amber fragrance, and I like that, and it's got in its scratchiness and that scratchy patchouli and in that earthiness, in the smokiness and the leatheriness. It's all very well made, and it's really smooth, and it wears brilliantly. I love it. I love it to bits. It is probably the strongest or um, most outrageous Chanel, and it's a surprise that they did create something like that, but it's still an excellent fragrance. Yeah, I get this too when I quit coffee. So I had to stop drinking not Starbucks, but Tim Hortons, because I would drink like 2 large Tim Hortons a day, and if I went one day without drinking it, I would get migraines as well. But all I've done really is replace the Tim Hortons with Starbucks, and now I just drink like overpriced coffee. But I don't get a migraine when I stop drinking the Starbucks. Maybe it's the caffeine withdrawal. Yes, I've tried gardenia. I know what gardenia smells like. I just don't own it. 31 Rue Cambon smells like wealth. I will do. I will do. You pay him. I'll pick it up. Galen's hair is magnificent. It's a lot better than mine, I'll tell you that. Here's a news. I'll make you a D. You know what? It's not necessary. I know what Roadster smells like. I've been smelling Roadster. I've been familiar with Roadster, but now that it's discontinued, it's like now I really want it before it becomes impossible to. Does that make any sense? I've never purchased it before, but now that it's just gone, makes me want to buy it. Like the screen. I wouldn't buy a backup bottle. I don't think I'd ever get through a full bottle. I heard Peter's dog passed away today or yesterday. I saw Peter put out a little tribute to Teddy. So shout outs to Peter. I'm really sorry to hear that, and I can't even imagine what it feels like to lose a best friend and a pet, but it's man, my heart goes out to you, and Teddy will definitely be missed. I love seeing Teddy in Peter's videos. Let Peter know that he's loved. Let him know in the comments. It's really unfortunate. That's like the La Douleur Exquise, exquisite pain. And that, it doesn't have to be a partner. It could be a relative or a pet or a friend or anybody. Give me 20 contrafiles. I have a friend who's offloading roadster. His name is probably Galen. Galen, get on here. We are family too, and we need you. Better to buy anything from Manouche than spending money in Moulin Rouge. There you go. Good point. There you go. Yeah. Mr. Lawman says, hit me up with the most animalic perfumes you've smelled. Well, what type of animalics do you like? Civet, castoreum, what is it? Leather. And then maybe we can recommend you something. Victor, how's it going? Good to see Victor. I'm sure Victor is good and busy, so it's good to see you here. Victor, when are you going to come on? When are we going to have you here? Salt and Pasha got back to us and said, because I had asked him to come on so we can talk to him on a live stream or do an interview. And he's like, yeah, sure. Let me send you some things. And I said, all right, I gave him my address. And I didn't hear back from him for like a couple of weeks. And then he got back to me and said, all right, I want to send you some. I was like, dude, I'm like, don't worry about the samples. Like, that's great, but they're not necessary. We just want you. Like, come on, we want to talk to you. Don't worry about the samples. If you happen to send samples out, great. If not, that's great too. But just come on. Like, let's get to know Sultan Pasha. And he said, yeah, we're going to arrange something really soon. But that's how these things work. Sometimes I want like an interview right now, but I can't always get my way. Sultan wants to send samples, and that's fine too. That's fine. But let's get Victor on here. I'd love to have Victor. What's up, Hills? Good seeing you. How are you? I've just found vintage non-magnetic cap. I think that's a steal for 140 euros for vintage Jubilation 25. I would definitely pay that. Al says Al sent me a message saying he's gonna start his own perfume brand. And it was either the brand or the first release was going to be called Hot Under the Collar. Oh man, there's never a dull moment with that guy. Can you imagine having somebody like Al, like a best friend, and you connect with him every single day? Life would be so much more exciting. Crazy. I haven't tried any Eris. I don't know. But Rich has. Rich has done a pretty much a line overview of samples just recently, just in the last week or so. Has anyone tried? So Duncan's saying the most animalic thing he's tried, Africa Oliphant by Nishane. Has anyone tried that Nefs? And do they like it? Is it good? I mean, is it worth blind buying? I don't have a chance to sample it, but I can blind buy it. And I keep hearing good things about it. Sultan promoted Sacred Scarab more than I did. You know, I can sense his enthusiasm in it, and it's definitely worth promoting. Like, he's not promoting shit. It's an excellent perfume, so I can totally understand that, Victor. He's so excited, and he has reason to be. Good for him. I love Sultan's Facebook posts. They remind me of somebody I know here in the chat. And he says he once said why he posts shit like that. It was something to do with like taking the attention off of him. So he just posts like all these stupid memes. There's a bunch of guys like that on Facebook. All they do is post memes. Memes are considered like the art form of our generation. People aren't creating art anymore. They're just posting memes. And some of them are really good. What's the most animalic zoologist? Well, let's let Victor answer that. I guess like something like Hyrax. I imagine something like Hyrax. Even though Dodo, I think it was Dodo. Victor showed me Dodo at the boutique, and I don't know if it was animalic, but it was dirty with that cumin. It had that dirtiness to it. I think it was Dodo. I think it was Dodo. Victor hands me this and he's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Oh, damn, I like this." He's like, "You don't find it." And I was like, "Oh shit, now that you mention it, it was like I get this big, huge cumin bomb." But to me, it was just so natural and normal. Rich is saying Hyrax. Rich has tried a bunch of them. What's up, Lynn? Good to see you. Rich, you are bad for my wallet. All right, somebody's got to be willing to come on. Hyrax is outrageous in every sense of the word. There you go. So Rich is calling Hyrax as the most. The night is unbearable. The first hour. Really? I don't know if it's unbearable. Absolutely love the night, but Oud Infinity is more pungent to me. More dirty. Is that what you mean, Abe? I have a sample of Oud Infinity somewhere. I've never worn it. I should probably wear it. I've heard Nishane Unutamam is a great, challenging, dark fragrance. Love the Moon from All Desert Gems the most. It's probably the most fun. I would call it the most fun. But I think the night is more serious. The night and dawn are more serious. Oh shit. You guys are in for a very special treat. And I'm really excited about this because it's the very first time we have the creative director. I want everybody to please welcome Victor Wong
Wow.
in the house.
Why is it feeling so big? Wow, okay. How's it going?
It's going great. I'm so happy that you're here. How are you?
I am very tired. Very busy. Well, with the business thing, yeah. But
Well,
it's good.
that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I shouldn't complain.
Like, you say you're tired and I believe you, but you look fabulous. You look better than like I've ever seen you.
I've been doing fasting, so my face lost about 8 pounds. So
You look great. You're wearing a suit to work, so things must be great.
well, because sometimes some people walked in and purchase things, so I do want to wear all jeans and t-shirts. So
Right. You got to look the look, right?
Yeah, I guess I have to pretend. Yeah.
What's so you've moved into a boutique. You used to work from home, create, fill, make all the samples from home. You've now moved into a boutique in the Toronto area. What's been the biggest change for you?
Um. Well, like every 2 weeks there are garbage, collections, like recycle collections. Now I don't have to throw so many boxes out in the street because my partner has been telling people like he doesn't want me to put so much recycled stuff out there because people will find out that we are a factory. So now I have a proper dumpster. So can I put
Okay,
in? So
that's great.
yeah, no more arguments.
So you're rapidly growing. I see like people are talking about zoologist everywhere. Are you going to run out of space in the boutique? Like are you going to need a bigger room soon?
Probably, but the lease is 3 years long, so I couldn't move anywhere until it's all done. And I also moved so much stuff into the new space, I couldn't imagine like relocating again. Uh, but the showroom has right now about 30 perfumes, and if a person has never smelled any zoologist, and they will walk in and smell, and it will take me an hour and a half, for each sessions. And
Hmm.
if like three people walked in, it would be like 150 test strips gone. So yeah.
Right. And it's yeah, it's your time as well, time that pulls you away from your work. Are you planning on hiring more staff?
I want to, but the workspace, couldn't fit another person. I don't have an office. I originally have planned for an office, but when the bottles and boxes arrive, I have to fill the room with all those things. So yeah, I only have like a chair and a table, like someone.
It's amazing how much space because I've been there. I've been to your boutique and the showroom and the production in the back, and you've showed me around and it's a very large space. And I can't believe how quickly you've been able to fill it up.
Yes, I'm expecting 20,000 bottles arriving from Mexico in 2 weeks. So I clear everything out, and it's now a mess. And it's like a when the truck arrives, it's like I was so panicking and see if I have space for the pallet, because they when they deliver, if I don't have space, they just drop it somewhere and I don't know what to do with it. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. It's still kind of easier than having to carry stuff at home, like from your driveway up the front stairs or
Yes, but I still have to carry some boxes of bottles home to put on the labels myself. Um,
hmm.
it's very tedious work, and no one could do it. So, well, I'll be changing the bottle soon, but that is a big secret. But
Okay, we'll leave the cat in the bag.
yes, yeah, maybe in 2 years I'll change the bottle so that the labels can be applied less tediously. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your latest and greatest. Everybody, I'm sure, is curious about Sacred Scarab.
You mean what's next after Sacred Scarab?
Well, tell us a little bit about Sacred Scarab, and if you want, you can go into more detail about what's next.
Sacred Scarab is almost autopilot by Sultan Passer. He is not the perfumer that would like to do modifications. So I think I only asked him to modify once. So he basically, the perfume has two parts, the top and the bottom. So I thought maybe the base could be more and the top would be less, and that's the only revision they've done. So I think he got the brief many years ago, and he was kind of drifted away. And I have many perfumes in the works, and maybe I think 2 years later, suddenly it's done. He said, and he sent me the mods, and I said, okay, are we? Can we have changes? I guess this was a silent no. But he spent a lot of work working on it. He went to seminars to study the scents of Egyptians, all those things. So it's like a very important project for him. And I also knew that he is about to launch his own alcohol-based fragrance line, and I think this one, it to him, I guess it needs to be a hit because that will, you know, make him, you know, to the community that he is a really good perfumer who can do alcohol-based perfumes. But I also thought it was a hit. So
I thought
it,
it was a hit as well, and
yeah.
I knew the moment I had smelt it, and I had to brace myself and sit down and say, "What the hell am I smelling here?" Right? It was something
Yeah, I
special.
remember that. Yeah, you showed me your goosebumps.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about, like, we had sat there and you showed me all these things, and then you're like, "You wanna see something special?" And you pulled this bottle from underneath the counter, and you're like, "This is Sultan Pasha's, but it's a secret." I'm like, "Alright, show it to me." And the moment you sprayed it, I was like, oh my god, like, what the hell is this?" Right? I can
Yeah, I could imagine you like it because it's very, I guess, a little bit French. I think you like French style perfumes. Like,
mm,
look at
yeah,
I'm looking at your cabinets, and all of them's like French perfumes.
yeah. So what's been kind of the feedback you've been getting from Sacred Scarab?
Um, I think from the social media, particularly Facebook, people love it. And for the rest, I'm not very sure because because people who walk into my showroom and I show them Scarab, they said they like it, but they said that it might not be for them, you know, and they would.
Is it too much or not enough? Like, zoologist fans are very, they love like challenging perfumes. So there's always, like, with every release you're kind of criticized, like, oh, it's not original zoologist, or it's too much. So it's hard to keep everybody happy, isn't it?
I think people would appreciate Scarab if they are experienced enough. I mean, can you imagine if you have never smelled Misuko or the very vintage perfumes,
Mm.
and you always like designer, and suddenly you smell Misuko? I remember when I first smelling Misuko, it's like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, but
Even today when I smell it after 10 years of knowing it, I'm like, goodness, I can't believe how great this perfume is.
it took time to appreciate old French perfume like Guerlain's what was that one, Voudinute, something like this. How I don't know how to pronounce it. Those old style perfumes, it takes time to appreciate, and I think Sacred Scarab is kind of like those perfumes. If you have never smelled old Guerlain, you will not be able to appreciate Scarab. Yeah.
Mm, mm. How excited is how excited has Sultan been about Sacred Scarab, and kind of the feedback he's been getting?
Um, he was a social butterfly at Essence and has been showing everyone samples and the smell of Scarab. So that's why I didn't need to do anything. You know, he's been promoting it
Right,
himself.
right.
Didn't do anything. I just posted 3 Instagram posts and that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm really happy for him, and I'm glad that he's getting recognized for Sacred Scarab and his work for zoologists. I've never smelt any of his work, but I can imagine, like, hearing the feedback and the reviews of it, that it's really great. So, knowing that he's releasing his own alcohol-based perfumes, I'm sure this is going to get him some recognition. So,
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. I think he also wanted to um, become a perfumer that people can commission his work for, so extra income for him, I guess.
sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure, normal. Do you guys have plans for any future collaborations?
Yes, but that probably will, you know materialize in 5 years because he has his own world. When he's in the mood, he will make it for me. So, but I have many perfumes waiting to be released, so I'll wait.
I tell you what, if it takes 5 years to come up with something as special as Sacred Scarab, I think it's worth it because these type of perfumes, they take time. They're very creative, right? They don't kind of develop overnight. So you say it took them 2 years to create that, I think, and
Probably, yeah.
that's probably why you didn't need many modifications. Because when I smelt it, it smelt very complete and competent, right?
I think it has to do with the style of the perfumer. Some are willing to do a lot of modifications, some they don't. So I guess Sultan is those kinds, like that's it, take it or leave it, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's just personalities, right?
yeah.
What's next for Zoologist after Sacred Scare? Can you reveal anything or
Well, I have been revealing a lot of scents to customers who came to my shop because I already have that done. And when they have smelled everything and they let's smell some of the newer works, I couldn't keep a secret. It's like I'm the bane of my own myself. The business. So the next one is by Luca Maffei. Um, I am very happy about it, although it is not very zoologist again, and I guess it's mass appealing because it's a gourmand. Uh,
Mhm.
it features the wheat note, and people say it smells a bit like cookies. Not in the very simplistic way of I'm smelling a cookie, but yeah, just wait for it. It's people really love it, and I have seen customers like shed a little tear smelling it. So
Oh,
yeah, I know it's so strange. I was like, what? I always want to ask, what are you doing? Why are you crying? But not like tears flowing down, but emotional.
yeah,
Uh,
right.
and she couldn't explain. She said she has smelled it before, but she couldn't remember where and what. But she was asking her husband to get it for a Christmas gift. So I guess it's a good thing. Um, and after that, the perfume will be by Cristiano Canelli, who designed B. That
Mhm.
would be Zoologist vetiver perfume.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you haven't revealed the animal yet.
no. Uh,
Okay.
uh, I can tell you, he I remember he told me it's like I do not do cute, so there's no cute animal.
Right. Right. So, like you say, the one by Luca Maffei is going to be more mass appealing. What is kind of your reaction to criticism from, zoologists has kind of changed their vision or they're not what they used to be? I know you've heard that you've mentioned it quite a few times. What is your reaction and like how would you respond to this criticism?
I think part of me already knew. I guess it's kind of like um, if you're a kid and you're doing something you're not supposed to do, and then your parents find out, you felt really guilty. But when you're doing it, it's like I guess I might get punished. So in a word, when I am doing something mass appealing, I already knew that I would get some backlash, and when I got them, I feel really unhappy, like personally. But this is not actually my intention to do mass appealing perfumes. I just enjoy working with very different perfumers.
Mm,
And some perfumers, I mean, some perfumers, they can only do mass appealing perfumes. Um, so I expected them to become mass appealing. Um, I enjoy the process of collaborating with new perfumers that I've never worked with before. Um, it turned out them they become mass appealing. Like for example, Cow um, is so mass appealing. I actually have to say something before I launch. Dude, this is going to be a mass appealing perfume, um, and it got a lot of negative feedback from people who have been a fan of zoologists, but it got a lot of new fans who like these kind of perfumes, particularly women. And so when the women who smell who have never smelled anything zoologists who like cow, and when they smell the old scent, the previous library, they find it unacceptable.
Mm.
And so did the people who like zoologists and smell cow. I remember one comment. Someone told me zoologists are supposed to make women cry and hide in the bathroom, and now women want to wear it. So what's wrong? It's like zoologist is dead. So
Oh no.
that kind of hurt, yes, but I don't know what to do because this. Sorry, 1 minute. I have to go. Anyway, so I enjoy. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, it's been great having you on, and you're welcome back anytime. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah, I'm easing up to this live thing. So
I love it. I love it. I love seeing your face, and congratulations on all your success.
I'm
You deserve.
occupying the whole screen with my face. Anyway, thank you
I
so
will
much.
come see you soon and return your crimper. Thanks, Victor.
Okay, goodbye.
And there he goes. I guess he had people coming in, but that was great. It was great. I had a couple more questions for him, but we can save them for next time. I'm happy that he came on. It was good to see Victor. Victor's always got a lot to say, and he's an interesting fella. I think I know a couple of the next animals. I didn't want to say, but I think even Rich had mentioned them on his stream. One's a bird. Has he released that publicly yet? The bird? So hopefully we can get Sultan on soon. I'd love to talk to Sultan Pasha. Floral, what's going on? She says, I'm expanding at the waist, just sitting here. What are you consuming? One moment.
Are you busy?
My lady loves Dodo. Yes, that's right. We had Sultan on before, and it was an impromptu, just like we had Victor on tonight, and he just suddenly appeared on stream. I think somebody had sent him the link or had to kind of like give him a tug, but the stream had to get it was a long stream. It was well into several hours and it had to be removed, but hopefully hopefully we'll have just Sultan on and we can keep it up. But he was a great guest. Bobby O, good to see you. It sounded like Victor had somebody come into the shop or the boutique, so he had to split. But it was honestly, I was so happy to see him on. It was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting that at all because I know he is kind of camera shy. He's mentioned it before. But Bobby O, that T-shirt looks great on you. I loved seeing that. And those T-shirts weren't planned. I don't plan on selling T-shirts. That's not the business I want to be in. But I sent Bobby O a T-shirt, a Quatrefoil Les Abstraits T-shirt, and it looked great on him. And I had originally just gotten like a few made for me. It was almost like a manifestation process, almost for me to believe in what it was I was manifesting. I started like just making labels and sticking them to the back of perfume bottles, like my name and the name of the fragrance. And that's kind of how I manifest it. Like when I didn't believe in this thing, when it had no life yet, before this was all born. And I'd look at them every single day. I had them up on my dresser, and just by looking at them every day, I started to become comfortable with this, because it was very uncomfortable for me to announce or say that I want to launch my own perfumes and create perfumes and just have a brand. I don't know why. I just felt really uncomfortable doing it because I didn't believe that I could ever be successful. I didn't have belief in myself. So I had to start very slowly, just changing my thoughts and getting rid of, the limited beliefs. And I started just drawing up labels, right, on paper and sticking them to the back of perfume bottles. I would turn them around and I'd have them on my dresser and I'd look at them every day. And the first little while, it made me really uncomfortable. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't even believe in them in myself. And after time, it was just like you change your programming, or at least I was able to change my programming and look at them and observe them. And I started to become comfortable. And I was like, I need to continue doing this, or just kind of like leave messages for myself. So I got some t-shirts printed just to continue that manifestation. And then I was like, hey, as I was sending Rich Mitch a bottle of fragrance, I was like, do you want a t-shirt? And then somebody else had noticed it. I can't remember who noticed it, but they're like, hey, I want a t-shirt. And I was like, oh, damn. Okay. So I got a couple more printed up, and I just started sending some out to friends, and now people are noticing them. They're like, hey, I want a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt. But I definitely don't want to get into the t-shirt business. It's not where I'm going. Is that Greggy Boy? Is this Greggy Boy? Like the Greggy Boy? He's changed his thumbnail. Good evening, reformulated you. I am, dude, and I'm so fucking happy and proud of myself that I've been able to reformulate. This is the best reformulation ever. Reformulations usually end up getting worse, but I'm telling you, I am the new and improved Eugene. Wearing Le Douleur Exquise tonight, courtesy of Rich Mitch. I absolutely love it. Congrats. Thank you so much, Greggy Boy. That means the world to me. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you love it. Thanks for coming on. It's good to see you, even though I know you've been calling me out as reformulated. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my reformulation. Considering how tough things used to be for me, everything was a challenge, mentally. I really struggled, but man, life is just so much easier reformulated, and I kind of steer out and I clear away from trouble or things that could tend to get in my way. We'll save that for another day though, but it was good to see you, Greg. I appreciate that. That's right. And I didn't want to say, because I mentioned it a couple of times, but Joey ended up coming on stream, so I had to remove the Salt and Pasha video. What was I talking about? Yeah, and I think that's part of the reformulation, Greg. Like, as you mentioned, the original, let's say the original version would never have believed in myself to release a perfume or have my own brand. I never got a t-shirt. I got your t-shirts here. I said the next time I send you stuff, I'll add the t-shirt. Like, look, I've got yours and Thomas's and Galen's, and I still haven't sent them out. So don't worry. I've got a ton of things to do. I've got a shit list to do, like a to-do list, which I should be doing right now. I actually said I wasn't going to come on for very long, but now would probably be a good time to go. This is the new vintage Eugene. Thank you, Floral. I appreciate you. It is indeed, Greggy Boy. I dropped the 76. All right, cool. Yeah, I like that. I like this, Greggy Boy. Just Greggy Boy. It's clean. And change the avatar. I wish I could reformulate, and I'm a still bitter, twisted, angry fucker. Dude, you're more than welcome to do either or. If you want to reformulate, that's great. And if you want to be bitter and twisted, that's okay too. Like, it's your choice. This is your life, and you're free to do as you want, and neither are wrong, Either way you go is perfect. And I've just decided to change. I want I don't know. I just want peace. I want to be like, I want peace. And I was so angry before. Everything would piss me off. I'd come to, like, man, I didn't want to tell you the stories. They're fucking embarrassing. I've embarrassed myself like 5 years on YouTube. Like, and that's just like, you guys just see like 5% of me, right? But you're free, you're free. If you want to be angry and you're okay with that, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel better, and I spend a lot of time alone now, whereas before I would run with the wrong crowd, like my friends in my personal life. I was drawn to like these really shady characters because it gave me I felt free to do like shitty things with them, right? If I was with honest and clean people, then I didn't like being called out for things that I shouldn't be doing. Speaking of headaches, oud oil has been traditionally used for therapeutic purposes for that. Maybe reach out to NSAR. I can feel like my head is just doing this right now. It's pulsating, but I can also feel the medication, like the Advil kicking in. Will your perfumes be available? If you message me directly, maybe we can figure something out. There he is. There's the man. Blow dryer Al. What's happening, Al? Anyway, I love my boring and wonderful life. It is. It can be considered boring, but there's so much. I know what you mean by that. It's boring, and you take away that stimulation of excitement. But now that I've become used to it, it's like I don't need that stimulation anymore. I don't need like that. I can be alone, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Right? I don't need to be getting in trouble. I don't need to be drinking. Like, God, I was doing crazy things. I remember my supervisor would call me at 9 a.m. on a Monday morning going, "Where are you?" And here I am, like, on the top floor of the Royal York doing the craziest things. And I'd be asking myself, like, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you doing here? What has your life turned into? I'm getting messages here. I watched a lot of the old videos at the time, or when I'm looking at the new perfume that you've reviewed or talked about, and I can hear it and tell in your voice, Highland. Yeah, there's a lot of anger there. There's truth there. Only boring people get bored. Yeah, the need for stimulation is quite high. I know what that's like. I know what it's like. I couldn't just sit there and be alone with myself because I was bored of myself. So I had to distract myself from that and go out and look for trouble or cause trouble or just do like crazy shit. Who wants to see Al? Al, come say hello. We wouldn't want those to get out in public. I have kids, right? I have kids, so I can't say everything. I'd never want it to come back to them. But yeah, we can talk sometime. I mean, I'd love to tell some stories, but I've got young kids, and I'm so grateful that times have changed. And before we'd go out and do crazy things, and we'd get with people that you don't even know their name, right? You don't even know who they are. And today it's just so different, right? It's completely different than when I was growing, like when I was my kid's age. And sometimes like, I don't know what's better actually. I don't know. Like they sit at home and they don't really want to do anything. They're like all the other kids, and they just kind of want to distract. Whereas before we didn't have internet, we didn't have devices. We went out and we were just like keeping ourselves busy. There was always, I would go out and there's always somebody I would know. There would be somebody I can hang out with. Doesn't matter what time of day it was. Did Al start his channel yet? Hopefully soon. He's thinking about it. I think we can convince him. If you keep bothering him, I can imagine he will. I'd love to. I could watch Al live stream all day. Brian says it's almost midnight here on a weekday. I don't know if I can handle Al right now. Is Christo getting a sample? I haven't talked to Christo since he's left. If he wants a sample, I'd be happy to send him one, but it's totally up to him. He's always welcome here. He's welcome to get a sample as well, but I haven't spoken to him in forever. Guys, strap down. We got a special guest. Captain Al Manzano is in the house. Look at this dude.
I was going to get dressed for you, but you don't give me enough time.
Look at you.
What do you want me to do? I just got off my tennis
live. I mean, get dressed. Show us how to tie a bow tie. Give us an
an
instructional video.
Ready? No, I'm not going to do it right now. It takes me a couple of minutes, but I know I can do it. I do a good job.
How you doing?
How are you? Listen, thank you very much, and I'm not going to talk much, but thank you so much for allowing me to hoard your channel. Just
I love you, Al, and
my wife loves you. She says that. She goes, who is this guy in Canada that allows you to do this?
Well, I can't be the only one, so I imagine there's many other people out here that enjoy what you do and enjoy listening to you, because they're here, they're with us. So thank you for being you and being outspoken and standing up for the things that you believe in. We need more people like you.
Well, I think a lot about all that crap that I said yesterday. And the thing is, it has to do with you're coming out with a perfume line, correct? With
right.
a perfume. And I'm the last person to talk about notes and this and that. But during that time, the fragrance had the capability of attracting people to an individual. Do you understand what that means or not?
I do.
Excuse me?
In other words,
you could change, yesterday, Eugene, you were talking about it. He goes, yeah, I like perfumes, Eugene. And you said, I asked you, well, what do you like about it? Well, I like, it changes my mood. Really? I asked Eugene, what if it can change your mood? Then what do you have in that bottle? It's magic. That's what it was for a lot of people. And I do not see that in a fragrance now. In other words, show me one fragrance that you can say, Al, you're wrong. This fragrance right here has the capability of attracting people. Name perfume. I'm waiting. And that's it. That's what it was. It was the mixture of your body funk with whatever perfume you like. So this thing about smelling perfumes in bottles doesn't make sense. It doesn't register in my head. I used to smear on my cologne, as I told you yesterday, and then as the evening went on, it would transfer me depending on how my body was that particular day. How about you, Eugene? Tell me, do you ever experience things like that, or it was just me?
Absolutely, I experienced that, but I experienced it for myself. Like, I know what you mean by mood enhancers, but I'm not really in spaces where I am wearing a fragrance where it's capable of attracting another person. Not at least anymore. Like I go to work and I come home.
Okay. Do you have a fragrance? Excuse me to remember. Do you have a fragrance that's good? Do you have a fragrance, Eugene, that gives you confidence? Really gives you confidence?
I don't need a fragrance to give me that confidence, Al. I think that's in your personality,
So you
right?
don't need that. That's great.
That's in what you believe of yourself. I don't know how much. I don't think a fragrance can give you that pure confidence that that you can't give yourself.
Yeah. That euphoric high.
Right.
That's what I felt. You know, it was just crazy. And all the fragrances, all of them, the Chanel's. By the way, you're sending me something. I'm sending you a bottle also. I got it right here. I'm sending you a bottle of Fruyo.
You don't need to send me anything, Al, but if you
I got a few bottles, so it doesn't matter. I want you to try it. I can't believe you haven't you're not tried it. So anyway, we'll talk about that later. So but yeah.
Right. What are you going out, or were you just getting dressed for us?
I was just getting dressed for you.
Oh, you're a sweetheart.
Forget it. I'm gonna put on the t-shirt.
No. You look great. You look great, but a lot of the viewers are wondering, when is Al going to start his own YouTube channel?
It's going to be boring,
dude.
It's going to be
exciting guy in Fragcom.
My friends told me you could do three things. You could do some of. I don't do that crap. You could do three things. Either you could do martial arts, dancing, or tennis. Which one of those things are going to go over? I would say dancing, but they're all three the same thing. Do you believe that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, no?
I don't want to guess. I'd rather
you tell us. Have you ever danced before?
I'm not a dancer, Al. I've got two left feet.
I can teach anybody to dance. It's 7 steps. It's 7 steps. You're on the balls under your feet. Can you hopscotch?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Can you do what Muhammad Ali used to do? You know, Muhammad Ali, he'd be in the ring and he'd be going like this, right?
Yeah.
Jumping up and down. Yeah. Well, that's what tennis is.
Right.
You know what martial arts is. That's what dancing is.
Fly like a bird, sting
you're
like
on the balls of your feet and you're dancing. Eventually there'll be a slow dance because I was a romantic, and that was it. You never danced? I don't believe it. I'm not
a dancer. I'm kind of like a stomp log when it comes to dancing.
No, that's not true. You're not. Are you overweight? You don't look overweight.
No, but I don't feel comfortable dancing.
You haven't listened to the right music. I don't know what you listen to. It has to move you. If it doesn't move you,
music. I don't listen to music regularly, but I like music.
Do you like Elton John?
Should I?
Do you like?
I do like Elton John.
Do you like Dua Lipa?
I like Dua Lipa. Yeah, I think she's very.
Put it together, you have "Cold Heart," the song that they came out with. Those were two of my favorite songs in 1981, and they're playing it in 2022, Al.
Do you like Dua Lipa?
I like that song. I don't think she has any talent.
Really? Do you like the words that she uses?
The words it wasn't her words. I don't know who wrote it, but yeah, I like lyrics too. But I like songs that I can dance to, that move me.
But you like Bruno Mars. You like Bruno Mars.
Excuse me. I'm blown away. I am blown away what that individual has done at such a young age. But he's been doing this since he was 4. But the music is all funk. He's doing 70s stuff. And I don't think I should waste your time on your channel and try to explain old stuff. But that's basically what it is. It's all stuff from the 70s when people, it was dancing and romancing, Eugene. That's all it was. And it saddens me that we don't have that.
But can you not get that some other way? Is there something else you can give yourself to to fill yourself kind of the same way you did in the 70s or 80s without going back there? Is there something?
My practicing tennis every day, that kind of relieves a lot of stress. But I did that today. I did that for an hour and a half. I do that not every day, but maybe 4 days, 5 days a week.
Does
It's
that
just
still
funny.
stimulate you?
It's fun.
Does that still stimulate you the same way?
Yes, it's fun. It's fun because you're jumping around and you got the ball coming at you and you're moving around, and I got some music next to me.
Right.
So yeah, it is fun. It's fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. I would never be a jogger. No. I can't do that. Like,
Not exciting.
Or on a bicycle. No. I don't do that stuff. I'm not going to jog. How boring. No, man. No. Dancing.
So you need to be around other people. Dancing?
I don't have to be around other people. I just want to be. The nightlife that I had is gone from existence.
Do you like to be watched while you're dancing? Do you like other people watching you while you dance?
Yeah, I do.
Have you danced professionally?
Never. No, I didn't.
Was it ever a dream of yours?
No. I'm a frustrated drummer. Drums was it, but no. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to dance like Prince, Michael Jackson, Dua Lipa. I mean, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I like that. That's it. I love that.
Mm.
I told you about the song on the billboards. Did you listen to it? You must listen to it. You'll be up dancing. I swear to God, you will.
Al, I think you need your own YouTube channel. I think you need an audience. I think you need an audience, and the audience needs you, and it's the perfect match.
According
You
to
have a lot to say, and people like listening to you.
No, I have a rotten voice. I made an ass out of myself yesterday.
Why would you think you have a rotten voice? I mean, you were on for 3 hours, and I enjoyed you immensely. I told your wife that
she took over. She goes, "Let me go thank this gentleman." Oh my God, Eugene! Thank you for babies. What did you put down there? Thank you for babysitting my husband while I was away. My God, I don't believe it. Even Anuj chimed in. Yes, Mrs. Gonzalo, Eugene did a good job. He took care of that. But anyway, what brought you on today? Are you plugging something?
No, I was just about to get off. I wasn't planning on staying.
I don't want to hold you. No, please.
I've got some errands to run, but
okay.
I would seriously contemplate starting your own YouTube channel.
I wouldn't know how to go about it.
It's very simple, Al. You know how to you operate a cell phone. You know how to
you set up and you just start yapping away.
Yeah, just like you're doing now. Just like we're doing. But the same way you come on my stream, you start your own. And if you start the stream, people will come. They'll find you because you have.
I love you. I'm going to tell you. My wife said, "Tell him that I remember him and his buddy Crystal belching." I told him that. He had a smile on it. No, but tell him I remember, and tell him how much of an improvement he's made. So those are kudos from a professional lady. She says that she sees a visual improvement. That's what she told me.
I remember too, and that's why I'm laughing. It makes me laugh.
Wow.
It was a good time, but life was very different. You know what though, Al? That's what depression looks like.
Really?
Yeah, that's what depression looked like for me.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, it was just kind of a way to express that out.
We all have feelings, But you're on the right track. You got integrity. You're a smart guy. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got 3 people that are important in your life who are looking out to make sure that you do well. So
absolutely.
You have a name. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So listen, buddy, nice. Are you going to be on this weekend? Or
I might come back on tomorrow really quickly. Tomorrow's Tuesday. What's tomorrow?
Thursday. I don't know.
Thursday? I don't know, dude. We had a holiday here on Monday, so I can never keep track of
what's the holiday in Canada.
That throws me off.
What's the holiday?
It was like a civic holiday. We get one every month. So tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, you're right.
You're good.
Maybe we'll come on quickly. I don't usually stream on the weekends because I have my boys here and I like to spend time with them, and I don't want them to say like, "Oh, Dad's got more important things to do." Like I hate to hear that, but
Al's on, boy, so I got to go see Al. Listen, buddy, nice talking to you. I'm going to let you go, and we need to talk. I'm sending you something. Send me something, your address and all that other BS.
Just like that. All right, Al. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to cut this, and I wasn't planning on coming on very long, but this is perfect. An hour and 15 minutes. I've got some errands to run, some things to fulfill, but thank you, everybody. 68 people here. Like the stream before you go. I would appreciate it, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I've got some time tomorrow around this same time, so we'll talk to you soon. Later, Greggy boy.